Hello, SciFund Challenge 2015 Outreach class. I'm Jai Ranganathan, and in this video, I'll be talking about how to use the Google Plus community for this class. Now, the reason I'm doing this is that the Google Plus community for this class will be a central place where this class will happen. You'll be posting things, you'll be reading other people's things, you'll be giving feedback. It's a central place. But how do you actually use the community? What is the community? Well, that's what we're going about now. Okay, the first step. How do we actually get to the community page for the class? Now here you'll see open my Gmail in a browser window. Now in the upper right of the window, right next to my name, to the right of that you'll see like a 3x3 small grid of white squares. So I'm going to click on that. And when I click on that, you'll see a box open up, and in the lower left, you will see one of the items is a red circle saying G+, Google+. I'm going to click on that. And with that, Google+ opens up for me in another tab of my browser. Now, in Google+, you'll notice under the word Google+, you'll see a box saying Home. If I click on that down arrow, come on, Google+, you will see a whole list of things come up. And one of them is under one of the green icons says Communities. So click on that. And here you'll see all the communities you're part of. Now this is going to vary by you. If you're new to Google+, you won't see very much here. If you've been using Google+ a lot, you'll see lots of communities. And if you look under your categories, this will be communities you've joined. Not communities you moderate. If you look under communities you've joined, you shall see a box for a SciFund Challenge Outreach Class 2015. If you don't see this, it's because you haven't accepted the invitation for the class. And if you're having trouble with that, send me an email. We'll sort it through. So, but next, I'm going to click on SciFund Challenge Outreach Class 2015. So let's click on that. Okay. Now we're in the community page for the class, and it might seem a little confusing because as I scroll down you can see lots of things. There's a left column, then there seems to be some posts on the right, and well, what's going on here? How do I make sense of this? Well, it's actually not that hard. It's actually very easy, and the key to it is categories. Now if you look under the left, under the logo, under the SciFund Challenge logo, you'll see several categories: all posts, discussion, class information, week 1 instructions, week 2 instructions, etc. Now, this is really important because if you click on one of these categories, you will see only the posts associated with that category. So, for example, I'm going to click on week 1 instructions. And I'll see only the posts which are the week 1 instructions, obviously. And here, there's only one thing. You can see there's only one thing, and this is actually not week 1 instructions. It's just scary clowns are terrorizing France. I just posted that as a test post, just the illustration for this video. But if you would click, when you will click on this in a few days to come, you will see actually the week 1 instructions as opposed to this. So similarly, you can click on week 2 instructions, week 3 instructions, etc. and find just those categories, just the content for that stuff. Another thing you will want to know is under the left is a category called class information. Now if I click on that, you will see a whole bunch of like permanent class information, and this is not quite done yet. That's why it says test on the screen. But for example, this will give the class instructor information, contact information I should say, as well as the class participant contact information. So if I was to click on this link, class instructor info, well, there's nothing here obviously, but there will be the contact information for the class instructors there as well. But also there will be information for the students, etc. Okay, so that's how you sort of navigate around the page. Now, a key thing to do is how do you post stuff here? Oh, that's easy enough. Let's go back up to all posts. Now, you'll notice in the central column, there's something called Share What's New. And that's where you post. And you can post lots of things. Let's say you want to post just some text. You want to write a paragraph about something or the other. Well, just click there and you'll see the box is sort of opened up and type whatever it is you want, like this. This is a is a test post, or whatever it is you'd like to write. Now, a key thing here, if you look down, you'll see under here is attach. And there are a couple things you can attach. Photos, link, video. And of these, and these are really important, this is where you actually can attach other material to this. Let's say, for example, you want to include a link to another site, so something that you think the class will be interested in or somehow associated with what you want to post. Just hit link, and simple enough, enter or paste the link that you want to place. So if I just put, I don't know, let's put SciFundChallenge.org, a very excellent site if I might say so myself. I'll hit add to the right, and you'll see that opens up. And the next key thing you'll need to do is add a category. Well, I should say this is true for a test post generally. For any post, you'll need to give it a category. That's really essential. And here you'll see the categories are discussion, the same as on the left column. Class information, week 1, week 2, etc., etc. But you have to give it a category, very important. Okay, that's one of the things you can test, but you can share lots of other things as well, other than links. You can also share video. So for example, and that's easy enough, if you go to the right of link, you'll see video. And you'll see another a window just pops open, and you can directly search for YouTube videos, or you can enter a URL. I'm going to do that. So I have actually a video I'd like to share, which is the Darthmatic Chipmunk. Here we go. It's very important that we all watch this. Okay, that was very important. I think you'll agree. So I want to share this video with the class. So what I'll do is I'm just going to copy that URL up above and paste the URL there. And there you see the Darthmatic Chipmunk again. Hit add video in the lower left. And you'll see it's still my post and the video there as well. And again, it's very important to select a category. And you'll need to select a category no matter what you're posting. Selecting a category is essential. So I'm going to make this a week 1 post, and then I'm going to hit share. There it is. If I want to see, and you can see it's under week 1. You can see actually underneath my name the category that it is, week 1. If I go just to week 1, I'll see just those week 1 posts. Thus far, it's only this. Okay. Now, another thing we're going to ask you to do in this class is to give feedback to other people's posts. Well, how do I do that? Well, it's easy enough. Let's focus on this test post that I just posted, the Darthmatic Chipmunk. Underneath the video, you'll see a +1 and says add a comment. This is where you give feedback. So I'm going to click there and write, this is feedback. But you can type obviously anything which you'd like. Post, and then I'm going to hit post comment. This is how you give feedback to other people's posts. Okay, the last thing you're going to need to know for this class is how to sign up for the Hangouts, which are really important. The weekly Hangouts are going to be a key way that we as a class can talk about the class material, what we're having trouble with. It's really important. But how do we find that? So that's easy as well. So again, it's one of the categories. So if I scroll down under week 1 at the very bottom, or near the bottom, you'll see a category called events. So I'm going to click on events. Okay, now there's only one event posted here because I just created it, but when you come here for real, you should see a ton. And a ton of separate events. And each of these events are Hangouts, the weekly discussion groups. And please sign up for one each week. And how do you do that? Well, it's easy enough. For the one you'd like to go to, just hit yes, I'm going. For the ones you're not going to, you don't need to bother saying no. Just say yes for the one that you're going to. Remember, there can be a maximum of 9 people in a Hangout, 10 including the moderator, but there can be 10 students in a Hangout. That's it. If you see there's already 9 people signed up, don't sign up for that Hangout, sign up for another one. In fact, it'll be better because, in fact, a 10-person Hangout is often hard to manage sometimes, so smaller Hangouts will work better. Okay, so if I hit yes, you'll be signed up for that Hangout and you'll be ready to go. Okay, now the time has come. Let's say the time has come for the Hangout. How do I actually get into the Hangout? How is that going to work? And there's a couple of answers to that. First is when the time, hopefully a minute or two before your Hangout, you should receive an invitation in your Gmail saying the Hangout's about to start. Click this link to go there. But sometimes, I wouldn't suggest that approach because frequently, or sometimes, that email from Gmail doesn't come all the time or not in proper time. So a better way is at the time of your Hangout, come here to the event. Come here back to this page, and I'm going to click on this week 1. I'm going to click here to the actual event itself. Whoops. All right, you can see there's a gigantic week 1. But at the time of the event, a blue box is going to open up saying, Hangout started, join the Hangout. So come here directly, and that's how you do it. You hit the button and a window will pop open and you'll be right there. So this is the method I would suggest, is at the time of the Hangout, click here, you'll join in. Don't wait for the email to come because it may not actually come. Okay, that's it. That's everything you'll need to know about posting and using the Google Plus community for the class. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. It's Jai again at jai@scifund.org, JAI@scifund.org. Thanks.